Good afternoon, boys, and welcome back to our online class. We are studying about metallurgy, and through our previous classes, we have learned about the different steps involved in the extraction of metals from their alloys, from mining to grinding, crushing ores to concentration of ores, and then conversion of concentrated ores into their oxides, metal oxides, and reduction of metal oxides into their respective metals, and finally refining of those extracted metals. So these are the different steps involved in the extraction of any metal from their ores. And we especially learned how to extract aluminium from its main ore, bauxite. Now in our today's class we are going to discuss a little bit about alloys. Now, I would like to tell you that according to your new reduced syllabus, these alloys are not there in your this year's syllabus. But still, since alloys are important, I would like to give you a brief introduction about alloys, and I'll discuss about a few important alloys which are used in everyday life. So let us start our today's class. Alloys. An alloy is a homogeneous mixture. So please remember this term, homogeneous mixture. Alloy is not a pure substance, it is an impure substance. Mixtures are impure substance, so alloy is a mixture. And again, mixtures are of two types, heterogeneous and homogeneous. Heterogeneous means if the constituents are not mixed equally everywhere, then the mixture is heterogeneous. But if the constituents of the mixture are mixed equally everywhere, then the mixture formed will be homogeneous. Therefore, alloy is a homogeneous mixture of what? Of two or more metals or one or more metals with certain non-metallic elements. So, alloy can be made from either metals, two or more different types of metals, or metals and non-metals. But they have to be mixed homogeneously. Let us see some of the examples of alloys. Duralumin. Now, duralumin is a alloy of aluminium and copper, and it is very, very strong, light, stable, and do not get rusted. Therefore, it is used in making bodies of aircraft, scientific instruments, etc. Another important alloy is stainless steel. Now, stainless steel is an alloy of iron, chromium, nickel, and carbon. Now, if you see over here, we have three metals and one non-metal. So it is an example of an alloy formed by metals as well as non-metals. And it is very, very strong, it does not get rusted easily. Okay, therefore it is used to make cutlery, utensils, surgical instruments, etc. The third alloy over here is brass. The brass is a homogeneous mixture of copper and zinc, and it is used in decorative hardwares, making utensils, musical instruments, etc. So next time when you play a guitar, please try to see some of the strings are made of brass, some of the bars, chords which are there in the bar of a guitar, arm of a guitar, they also contain brass. So brass is used in making instruments. Another fourth alloy over here we have is bronze. Now to the homogeneous mixture of copper and zinc, if we add tin, then we get another alloy called bronze. And this bronze is used in making statues, medals, coins, etc. I hope you remember in every sports games, whether that be in Olympics or other forms of competition, the winners get gold, silver, and bronze. So the two first and second places get medal made of pure element gold and silver, whereas the player who stands third gets a medal made of alloy, that is bronze. Fifth alloy over here we have is solder, and solder is an alloy of lead and tin, and it is very important alloy. It is used in welding purpose, in making fuse of electrical appliances, etc. Okay, this solder, due to addition of tin in lead, the melting point of lead comes down. Therefore, it works very nicely as a fuse. Whenever the current becomes unstable and its amplitude increases, its strength increases, then the fuse made of solder melts down and breaks the circuit, thereby protecting our household electronic appliances. So these are some of the important alloys which we use in our day-to-day life. Now, why there is a need for making alloy? We already have different pure metals, gold, silver, tin, lead. These metals are already there. Then why there is a need for opting or making an alloy? Alloys are made to change the properties of their major constituents to achieve a specific objective, such as strength of iron can be increased by making an alloy steel. So to iron, if we add chromium, nickel and carbon, the strength of iron increases, and the rusting property of iron also can be removed from that iron, so that iron doesn't get rusted, and hence we don't lose any money. Therefore, to add strength to the element or to metal and to increase its performance, we can make alloy. Brass is stronger than its component copper and zinc. Now, if you use copper and zinc separately, they are not as strong as brass. So to increase their strength, an alloy can be made by mixing copper and zinc, and that alloy is known as brass. Solder has lower melting point than lead and is useful for making electrical appliances. So here, making of solder is to solve the purpose of lowering the melting point of lead. Aluminium bronze looks like gold. Now, aluminium is silver in color, but its appearance can be improved like gold by making an alloy called aluminium bronze. So in this way, we have various reasons for making alloy. Some alloys can be made to reduce their reactivity. Some alloys are made to enhance their beauty, such as aluminium bronze. Some alloys are made to give strength to that particular metal. So there are various reasons for making an alloy, and these alloys are being made and used extensively in most of our things which we use in our everyday life. So this is all about, I'd like to tell you about alloys. Although this alloy is not there in your new reduced syllabus, I suggest you to check this in the website also, okay? But still, I think you should know basics about alloys. Now, based on today's learning, there is an assignment question. 3 questions are there. I want you to answer these questions and send it to me by 25th, latest by 25th of this month. I also suggest you to send all your pending assignments by that day, by 25th, including your chemistry practical project work, so that everything can be clubbed, added to your yearly performance, and those marks will be submitted to ICSE board for better evaluation in your upcoming ICSE exam. This much for today, boys. Until we meet next time, stay safe and do all things well.